Hey everybody, this is Lorelia coming to you today with something that you never probably thought about, and I'm going to talk to you about it, and that's credit health versus credit wealth. Which one is more important? And I would love to get any suggestions from you all in terms of what you think is more important. So let me explain what I mean by the two. Now, credit wealth would be somebody with a high credit score. Now, we all know that most people are striving, especially those who are plagued with, derogatory information on their credit report and, very low credit scores, anything below 600. Their dream is to be in the 700 club. But what you don't know, and I've seen this a lot, I've had clients who may have had a past bankruptcy on their credit report as well as a judgment, and they can still be in the 700 club. And so for some individuals, they feel like they've arrived. They got the 700 plus credit score. And I know you may be wondering, Loree, well, how is that possible? I mean, there's a lot of factors to consider. And so it would be hard for me to clearly point out how would a person who has a judgment or a bankruptcy or even a tax lien still be able to achieve a 700 credit score. But it is possible. I mean, it could be the age of, those public record items, and the list goes on and on. But the one thing that I know, that even with a 700 credit score with public record items that are attached to it, it would still be hard for a person to be able, if they were looking to buy a home, to get an underwriter to approve their loan. And so I know you're wondering, well, Lorelia, why is that credit wealth? It really depends on what it is that you're doing. There are times when all you need is a high credit score, and they're not looking at what are the accounts that are making up on your credit report. So when that's not the case, when people aren't really concerned about the accounts on your credit report and all they're worrying about is a score, by all means, it's a win for you. But in the case where the type of accounts play a large part, it could be a job. Many jobs, especially in financial services, will not hire you if you have public records items. It doesn't matter how high your credit score is. If you have a public record item, judgment, bankruptcy, tax lien, any type of child support that has become a public record item, they will not hire you. So score means nothing. It means absolutely zilch. Same way if you're trying to get approved for a new home. An underwriter who sees that you have a judgment is going to be very skeptical and may not even approve you for a home loan, is because they see that you have that outstanding public item. And a lot of times what happens is that a new lender does not want a public record item to attach to the new home that you're trying to buy. So once again, high score, but the items that are there does not make it too favorable. So that's why I said 700 credit score to some people could be considered credit wealth. Now let's talk about credit health. Credit health is when a person can have anything above 650 and everything is clean. No public record items. They're in the stages of rebuilding. They may not have a combination of different type of accounts, which is why their score has not gone, to the 700 point. But it goes back to what I've said in previous videos. But if a person had a business and was looking to get access to capital with business loans or business lines of credit at a 670 credit score, even 660, of course, other things to consider as well, they can be on the road to get business credit. So that's where credit health matters, because like I said, making the difference between a person with a 700 credit score trying to get a job in financial services but has derogatory information in terms of a public record item may not get the job, as opposed to the person who has a credit score in the 600s but there's no derogatory information. So there you have it. The difference between credit health versus credit wealth. What are you working towards? So like I said, whatever you're trying to do, I'm here to help. I have classes twice a month on Mondays. You can learn more at the www.DIY Credit Hub. There you can learn more about it. And looking forward to talking to you more about, like I said, what I'm working towards currently. Helping people to be able to take their credit health and move on to bigger and better things. So once again, this is Aurelia signing off.